Okay, I'm going over the hantavirus disease presentation. My name is Bradley Triplett. Okay, so what is a hantavirus? Well, originally it came from white mice, and it started off in southern parts of North America and also northeastern America, and also it came from Korea, and that's how it also got its name. It can be infected to the human by airborne or by touching the mouth or the face, and it can affect the lungs, and eventually it can make its way into the bloodstream, and it can eventually kill the human. So the in the early 1950s, a group of about 3,000 United Nations soldiers stationed in Korea were helped by an illness that was not yet anticipated to be discovered. 15% of those who were infected by the illness died, and the disease would have gone undiscovered for about another 20 more years. It was speculated that the source of the illness may have been linked to rodents. It was named hantavirus after the Hamgyong River in Korea, where it was finally discovered after another outbreak. Hantavirus is a disease that will and kill humans. So the hantavirus is a single-stranded negative sense RNA genome. It is a tri-segmented into 3 different size segments, such as small, medium, large segments, as you can see from this picture. The 3 structural proteins are encoded. Those are the nucleocapsid protein, 2 glycoproteins, GN and GC, as well as the RNA-dependent and RNA polymerase. These make it the hantavirus on the cellular level. Virulence factors are that the hantavirus is a protein that is developed through endocytosis. Endosomes fuses with lysosome. Viral L protein has endonuclease activity with 5 caps and primers from cellular mRNAs, and then transfers them to viral NRSs. The hantavirus is very much like a flu, in that the early symptoms you get with hantavirus are you get fever, you get headaches, muscle, stomach problems, dizziness and chills, and it's very, very similar into the symptoms you get for flu. But here's the thing with hantavirus, though: people can start to feel better for a short amount of time, and then about 1 to about 2 days, it can make very much hard to breathe. And the late symptoms are your lungs full of fluid, and you get shortness of breath. After that, symptoms get more and more worse. You can experience dry cough, headaches, nausea and vomiting, and you can experience even more shortness of breath. Pathophysiology of hantavirus is still undistinguishable, since there is a lack of replacement disease models that allow to achieve pathogenesis studies. But what we do know is that the hantavirus affects humans. You can't get it from dogs or cats, and they can't give it to you in some way. The virus can enter the body through inhaling of the virus particles from disease-ridden rodent bodily fluids. It can affect the heart, the lungs, kidneys, and greatly reduce the function of those organs. And after a while, if it's still not treated, it can then spread into the bloodstream and cause additional organ damage because of that. Hantavirus has been known to pop up usually in rural areas like forests, fields, and farms, and that make up for a nice habitat for the rodents and viruses inside them. Other places that the hantavirus has been shown to occur is the Americas, such as like North and South America, Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Panama, and even parts of Canada. According to CDC.gov, in the United States, deer mice, which are found in the southeastern parts of the U.S., and white-footed mouse, which are found in the northeast parts of the U.S., are the foundation of the viruses. The rodents can give off the virus in their urine, saliva, and feces. How humans mainly are affected when their health are contaminated by the virus. This can happen by maybe touching the feces by accident, whether by stepping on it or sweeping it if you're out cleaning. Just by touching the feces itself, it can cause the virus to become airborne. And a few other ways that an individual might become affected by the virus is if a rodent bites someone. The virus can spread to that person, but just know that getting bitten by a rodent and having the virus transferred from you to them is very rare. It doesn't happen very much. Researchers believe that people that can acquire the virus if they touch something that has been previously infected with the virus. For example, I have a spot rodent feces was, or you have a place where their urine is, or you have saliva from maybe where the mice have chewed on something. If it gets touched and the person touches their nose or the mouth, it can be transferred into them that way. A notable event that is significant to the community today was linked to an outbreak that occurred in 1993. In areas of Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah, reports that a Navajo man was struck with shortness of breath. He was rushed to a hospital, and then he died soon after that. It was discovered that the man's wife had died a few days prior to that, showing the exact similar symptoms to that of the Navajo man. Using this information, the discovery of the virus was made possible, and they're able to induce how to prevent it and what might be causing it. Dr. James Cheek of the Indian Health Service said, "I think if it hadn't been for the initial pair of people that became sick within a week of each other, we never would have discovered the illness at all." An important question that is asked is, how does one treat hantavirus or hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, and how would you know if you have hantavirus? In the matter of treating hantavirus or HPS, there is no cure, there's no specific treatments, and there's no vaccine whatsoever. However, what we do know is that individuals who are infected with the hantavirus and who recognize that it might be that early enough can receive the appropriate medical care from intensive care units and possibly save their lives and do better. Diagnosing HPS in someone who has been infected for a few days can be a difficult challenge, though, because early symptoms, as stated before, are just like the flu. Although it is known that an infected person in question has a history of rodent exposure, whether it be with actual rodents or the person has encountered rodent urine, saliva, or fecal matter, and also has symptoms of fever, muscle aches, and fatigue, along with shortness of breath, those are clear signs that it's likely to be hantavirus or the HPS. The earlier someone can get into some care unit for hantavirus, the better the person is off. However, if under full distress or if full distress is being shown, the individual is less likely to have the treatment work and help the person. That's why if someone's showing any kind of symptoms and is also aware or has been in contact with a rodent of any kind, it is best to get that checked out and get the treatment that is needed before it's too late. It's better to be safe than sorry. So hantavirus can kill humans if not treated in time. Rodents are a primary source for what the virus is, and in contact with humans can prove to be quite deadly. If someone is experiencing flu-like symptoms and a shortness of breath, and also has been in contact with any kind of rodents, go and get treatment immediately. It is better to be safe than sorry and to ensure your survival.